The water protected this room, ran over the wall, never threw it. Everything in here exactly as placed, perfectly preserved.
Medicine at the water source. You need water for most of these.
Fresh water, underground spring, still flowing. They tended this spring, brought offerings to it.
All facing the wall, deliberately. In ancient Egypt, you didn't face the dead toward the living. Facing the wall was respectful.
The current's strongest there.
They stored malachite objects at a natural malachite vein, the objects at their source. There's a logic to that, a completeness.
47 pieces, as the ceiling said. The catalog is accurate. A working catalog carved into the ceiling.
The wood and a gar curtain.
Current's stronger than it looks. Keep your weight forward on each step.
Flowing water, flowing water. That changes the geology ahead. Wet cave sections. We move slower, we test every footstep.
Different location, different entry point. But same construction style, same era, same hand that cut these steps. We seal it back exactly as we found it.
It says, I am the last. A ceiling hatch from above accessed this cave through a void in the rock.
The texts start right here, right at the waterfall line. Everything beyond this point was the protected section. The waterfall was the threshold.
Back to the wall, face toward the water. Move sideways, don't rush.
Sealed in clay and placed underwater. The water pressure helped seal them by someone who was present at a specific event.
In the rock itself. Not in a chamber, not in a niche, in a natural crack in the cave wall.
The last entry. I am the last who knows this place. I have performed my duties.
A sacred water basin. When it held water, people dropped offerings into it.
This gallery flooded after the deposit was made. The stone containers sealed the contents from the wall.
Objects, cosmetics, jewelry, amulets, persons. A private record, a witness account.
Someone lived here. Not permanently, a caretaker. They slept in this alcove, kept their personal items here, came regularly.
This is what it felt like. In the dark, with an oil lamp, hands on the walls. Every person who worked in this cave.
A copper chisel, set down mid-work.
Egyptian blue, the world's first synthetic pigment, made specifically because natural blue is extremely rare.
Ptah, the patron god of craftsmen. Appropriate that the cave is dedicated to him.
Couldn't be open
Since they placed the gods on an island in the middle of an underground lake, surrounded by water on all sides.
One object.
They built storage niches in the cave wall above a lake. The water is the moat. You have to follow this shore to reach them.
They put these in ceiling cracks and let the cave seal them in. 4,000 years of mineral growth over the gold. They planned for millennia.
A water crossing carrying these bags.
In the dark.
With just oil lamp. And they hid all of this. At least 3 people. Different sizes, one larger, 2 smaller. Emmer wheat, still intact grain form, 4,000 years in a sealed stone bin, completely dry. The ancient Egyptian diet, this is what they ate.
The threshold for the 3D grass threshold. The ceiling map showed a passage here. This is the right direction, the right depth. Someone dropped this, not placed in the middle of a passage.
The accumulated offerings of everyone who ever used this gallery. Each object left by a person. Personal offerings, not official deposits.
A continuous narrative. Cuneiform. These are cuneiform tablets. This is Akkadian script, not Egyptian. In an Egyptian cave. A coin wall. Every reign in order. Someone was a collector, ancient Egyptian numismatics.
Kaifa formula, 16 ingredients, proportions listed. Mere preparation method. Sweet rush infusion, preparation time 7 days.
300 discoveries. 2 cave systems. Underground lakes, wet passages, flooded galleries, sealed chambers.
Land registry. Temple inventory.
A mirror communication system. You flash a light signal at mirror 1, it bounces to mirror 2, to mirror 3.
Someone built a stone path through a flooded passage specifically to access medical texts. They considered floor every time they needed it.
Someone placed these stones specifically for this crossing, used them enough to learn the gap is there.
These are regnal names, every pharaoh in sequence. I can read the dynastic succession directly from this ceiling.
Cedar resin from Lebanon, still fragrant after 4,000 years in a sealed jar. The smell of ancient Egypt.
It's a catalogue, a ceiling catalogue, listing what's in this specific passage section, carved above as a reference for anyone working here. Look.
Listen, that's Ted.
It was used. Look at these floor and floor impressions. Chests, jars, containers. Removed at some point.
9 hardstone scarabs, 9 materials.
The Ennead, the 9 gods of ancient Egypt.
Everything in this chamber is exactly as placed. Not hidden, presented. This was a shrine.
Letting down.
Possible. These were someone's action, their faith, not their wealth.
No ancient footprints in this branch. Either they never came this way, or they were careful not to leave marks. Both of those options are interesting.
Every official cachet, every institutional deposit, every royal treasury section, we found them all. But
They lit this passage with these torches.
Not ingots, not objects. Raw gold, weighed and stored. This is raw.
The complete ancient Egyptian night sky, painted on a cave ceiling.
A sequence. From personal to royal to divine to funerary. They organized everything by rank. This is a dedicatory text. It names the amulet deposit, calls it the field of protection.
Thousands of them. The floor is entirely amulets for at least 20 meters. Someone poured a complete amulet deposit across this entire passage floor.
A full-size reed boat in a cave. This was stored here.
An echo chamber. They performed religious chants here.
Ancient anchor points. They cross this channel regularly, and the rock projections are worn smooth from rope contact over years.
Ancient Egyptian water clocks. You fill it, the water drips through that hole at the base, and the dropping water level tells the hour.
Personal jewelry, sized for a specific person. The quality and scale, this was made for a queen or a pharaoh. This is somebody's personal collection, not a state treasury.
A solid gold door. The seal on a door this valuable. Whatever's behind it was worth more than the door itself.
burrows. And this.
32 steps, each one carved to exactly the same depth and is royal construction work. Water's flowing through, that means it goes somewhere. We're moving in the direction of flow.
This cache has been slowly washing out for 4,000 years. Whatever was lighter has long since...
Temple of Amun, Temple of Ptah, property inventory.
The water carried these here from somewhere further up. Wherever these came from, there are more up there.
This section beyond the chasm was inaccessible after the bridge failed. Nobody has been here since the
electrum panels set directly into the cave walls. This passage was fitted like a royal palace interior.
Someone crossed this chasm regularly enough to wear smooth these anchor grooves. This was a frequently used route.
The one dry spot in this whole wet section, and they used it for everything that needed to
floods. They knew this cave floodline for the things they absolutely could not afford to lose.
The cave formed around these jars. Calcite grew over them. They've been sitting in this pool for 4,000 years.
Mud brick. They used their everyday building material as concealment-looking stacks in a cave, hidden in plain sight.
A glass mosaic panel, removed from a royal building and hidden here, complete and intact. This
pushed into the cave ceiling, the most inconspicuous hiding place imaginable. Natural tube. They used the cave's own geology as a safe. Barely visible, you'd walk past this 100 times. Whoever wrote this map, they hid things over years. These aren't official Treasury deposits, hidden one at a time.
A personal hiding map of informal hiding spots throughout this cave.
Everything is... The cave has been growing over these objects for 4,000 years. The cave itself has sealed them.
Papyrus reed boat models and a construction kit. The oldest boat design in human history, still used on Lake Tana in Ethiopia today, completely unchanged.
Kitchen equipment. Royal grade, look at the size of these bronze vessels. This was a palace kitchen's equipment.
A solid gold headrest beside an alabaster one. These are the most personal objects in ancient
solar barks, 1.5 meters long. These were ritual objects for a major temple. The scale alone shows that.
Year 12 of the reign, high quality sweet wine from the Western Delta Vineyard. Year 15,
a full rawhide infantry grip and arm strap, original leather, still intact. You could carry this into battle today.
Gold leaf, this thin, they beat it by hand to this thickness. The gold is so thin it's semi-transparent.
And there are thousands of sheets here.
Oh, it's diorite, the hardest stone worked in ancient Egypt. This bowl was drilled and ground without metal tools.
This is Minoan. This vessel came from, and this beside it, Canaanite.
These jars. We're the first to open them since they were originally sealed.
The Eye of Horus, the most powerful protective symbol in ancient Egypt. Every material.
These are informal texts, not official documents. These are personal.
An entire votive animal collection. Every sacred species of ancient Egypt, mummified and stored.
A sailor's cache. This Merkit, ancient Egyptian navigational astronomy instrument.
Ancient Jinnah's name.
The styling is still intact. Whoever wore this, we could reconstruct exactly how they looked.
Reed pens, the exact same tool Egyptian scribes used from the earliest dynasties.
Cut at an angle, split at the tip. You could write with these today.
Every ancient Egyptian board game known to archaeology in one place. Scented wax cones. We've seen them in tomb paintings for centuries. Always wondered what they actually...
Dried flower offerings, 4,000 years old, and you can still identify every species. The blue in these cornflowers, still blue.
Life size. Solid electrum, the most expensive material in the ancient world.
They quarried directly from this cave wall. This is where the alabaster came from. The vein.
Every style, every material, every period.
A Hathor sistrum. The sound of this instrument was believed to drive away evil in ancient Egypt. It still works. Someone poured an entire carnelian beadstock into a channel in the floor. Thousands of them. Gold wire stock. Fine gauge for granulation work, heavy gauge for structural elements. This is a master goldsmith's raw material supply.
Raw papyrus reed from the Nile Delta.
Deposit. Everything else was added after.
Lebanese cedar. Still fragrant after 4,000 years. Egypt had no...
Afghan lapis 5,000 kilometers.
A complete functioning shrine, installed underground. The last priest sealed it and walked away.
This correspondence was so sensitive, buried it below everything else.
Each box sealed with the pharaoh's own cartouche. Breaking the seal was treason in ancient Egypt. Blue lotus, the sacred flower of ancient Egypt. Still blue, you can still smell it. Sinai turquoise, the most prized stone in ancient Egypt. This is a royal turquoise stockpile, enough raw material.
4,000-year-old trade route, and here's the evidence of it.
Ancient Egyptian honey, still preserved, still amber.
Honey is the only painted 4,000 years ago. The pigment is as vivid as the day the artist finished it. The sealed dry air preserved every brushstroke.
Obsidian from Ethiopia. It traveled thousands of miles to be worked into these objects. Each one would have taken a master craftsman of months. The treasury of the great house. The pharaoh. Every item here belonged directly to the crown.
There's a section here, a chamber marked with the symbol for Treasury of the Great House, Royal Treasury. We haven't found it yet. It should be in that direction.
A priest's private ritual space, hidden even within the hidden cave.
A merchant's stock, hidden under a rock pile. No royal ostentation.
Votive offerings thrown into a sacred pool. The water served everything perfectly. The gold looks like it was made yesterday.
These aren't ceremonial, these are personal. These are with them. Someone collected them and put them here.
Ivory work this fine, this is royal craft work. Each piece would have taken months to carve.
Only the royal workshops produced it.
A whole second corridor above the main passage. Hidden in plain sight, 2 meters off the floor.
A garden, underground. They recreated the sacred garden of a temple in a cave.
A complete chariot, disassembled for storage. Every part here. Someone planned to reassemble it. The glaze is still perfect. 4,000 years and the color hasn't changed at all.
Oxhide copper ingots, the international trade currency of the ancient world.
Royal linen, the finest grade. Worth more than gold by weight in ancient Egypt.
Inventory text. This is listing everything stored down here, quantities, descriptions, the name of the official responsible for each deposit.
He held court down here, in the dark, in secret.
is an entire civilization's library.
A gold bottom of a well.
They used the cave itself as a jewelry box.
The lock still works.
Someone's personal hiding place. Not a treasury, a secret. One person's secret, kept for 4,000 years.
A sacred pool. They threw offerings in and sealed the cave. The water kept everything perfectly.
Someone's personal hiding place. Not a treasury, a secret. One person's secret, kept for 4,000 years.
A foundation deposit. A pharaoh performed a dedication ceremony in this cave. This was an official royal installation.
The entire library was inside the walls. They built a library you couldn't see. An entire army's officer-grade weapons. Every piece functional condition. 4,000 years and these bows still have tension. Royal linen. The finest weave in the ancient world. 4,000 years old and you could wear it today.
A scribe's kit. And stories, not records, stories, literature. He hid his library, under the floor. Below everything else, the last place anyone would look.
Hidden inside solid stone. They didn't want this found, ever.
4 boxes to protect one thing. Whatever this scarab was, hanging storage. Every item individually wrapped and hung. A whole storeroom moved underground. A storage cabinet built right into the cave. They weren't planning to move this.
Baskets. The most ordinary container they had, filled with the most extraordinary things.
The wood survived 4,000 years. Everything inside survived with it. Every jar sealed individually. Someone was very organized. Cedar wood preserved everything. Dry air did the rest.
Priest's cachet. The opening of the mouth adds in meteoric iron. This is the actual...
A general. His bow, his sword, his armor, his medals, his portrait statue. A master goldsmith's workshop. And look, this piece was never finished. He left in the middle of a commission and never came back. This is a death curse, not a protective formula. This is an invoking...
This wasn't a treasury. This was a These were their children's toys.
A doctor's cache, medical knowledge, instruments, knowledge, not just wealth.
An entire institutional archive. Someone carried every record. This is a library.
Complete burial equipment used, sealed here. Someone prepared for death and never...
The cave was prepared under royal authority.
Temple cache. A priest hid the entire sacred equipment in this cave.
Property records, jewelry, personal wealth. This is an Egyptian noble family's entire wealth, hidden in one day.
Military cache. Full weapons complement, bows, swords, spears, shields. Ceremonial and functional both. This was hidden before an invasion.
Full curse formula. Standard ancient Egyptian protective curse for sacred or dangerous contents. Death by the gods to any unauthorized entry. A divine cult statue. Pure gold. This was the sacred object the entire cursed deposit was protecting.
Egyptian limestone plateau.
This fissure doesn't appear on any survey. We're underneath the desert.
Hieroglyphic inscription. This is a dedication text. Standard opening formula. This passage was consecrated.
A wealthy fire domestic treasury. This is a royal burial. And this is their record. This is who they were.
This is the map. This is the entire complex. Look, the river, the vaults, the hall, all of it. And there, we haven't been here yet.
This is everything they knew.
Okay, map shows a lower level here. Let's check this fissure. Ancient rope's gone, use ours.
Someone found this room hundreds of years ago, took what they could carry, left what they couldn't, and missed this entirely.
This is why they built everything above us.
This is where it all started.
Five vaults, same civilization, stored their most valuable across a river nobody could easily cross.
They were refining metal down here. Underground foundry. Hidden completely.
They stopped here, rested here. These vessels, they carried supplies down here intentionally. They knew exactly where they were going. Markers, same concept, completely different language. This is a different people. And
different geology. This system is older.
These inscriptions are pre-classical. This predates most written records we have from this region by at least 500 years.
We don't enter yet. We document the entire room from here first. Every inch. Nothing gets touched for at least an hour.
Same symbol system. This is a trail marker. Whoever sealed that chamber, they left a navigation system for themselves. We follow the markers.
yeah.
Nobody move. Look at the floor ahead of me.
The prints go right, the marker confirms right. But look at this additional symbol here. This isn't directional, this is a warning. We go right. Stay tight, stay slow.
Textile preservation, the sealed atmosphere kept everything intact. Don't touch the linen yet. Photograph everything in situ first.
The mortar here is still chemically bonded. This is original ancient lime seal. We're probably the first contact since it was closed.
Before we touch anything, these symbols here, along this edge, this wall was deliberately sealed from the inside.
The scale of this is an entire ancient burial city. This changes everything we know.
The colors on these murals, they're perfectly preserved.
And that centerpiece, that's not bronze, that's solid gold.
There's a hidden vault under the floor. Look at this, gold, artifacts, scrolls. This is an ancient treasury.
Bronze weaponry, ceremonial masks. This is an elite warrior's burial cache, completely undisturbed.
The air, that's thousands of years of sealed atmosphere just released. Nobody breathed deeply yet.
Side. This wall was deliberately sealed. Something's behind it. Something they didn't want to found.
This chest, the inscriptions are pre-Roman. This is a once-in-a-lifetime find. Document everything before we touch it.
Nobody move. Look at these relics. This site is untouched. We're the first people here in over 3,000 years.
Maintain your spacing, check your headlamps. We go down another 40 meters.
These markings, they're at least 3,000 years old. Nobody's been here since the ancient ones left.
Wow, look at all this treasure.
What an incredible find. These instruments are perfectly preserved.
Protection symbol, powerful magic. For eternal life or eternal curse.
Marcus Aurelius era. Beautiful, so beautiful.
Tutankhamun period, maybe older. The curse, they say.
Look, an ancient weighing chamber, untouched for centuries.
Look at this, an avalanche of gold, untouched for centuries. The dust.
Look at this, an overturned mining cart, gold bars everywhere. They must have been here for centuries. Is there?
What could be in there? Still here.
Thousands of years.
Look at these.
This room, this wasn't on any map. No one knew this was here. This has never been opened. There it is, the sarcophagus. Still sealed. This is exactly how they left it.
The treasure room. It's all still here. Thousands of years and no one touched any of this.
Look at this, canopic jars. Still sealed.
This corridor, it's completely untouched. These carvings, thousands of years old and still here.